Hey guys, Nba Dfs come back with another video, and in today's video I'm going to be going over today's NBA slate for February 25th, 2020. It is Tuesday, and we have a 7-game slate. Some of these games are rather unappealing and will take no time to go through. Other ones I'm going to be quite interested in. I have 1, 2, 3, 4-ish games that I'm interested in out of the 7. So we're going to head and jump into this one. The first one is not appealing at all. You can probably tell by the amount of players I'm going to have in my player pool for both teams. 4 and 3. It's basically nothing. The only reason I'd be interested in Indiana a little bit is Lamb just went out, and I'll be interested more if Oladipo is out. If Oladipo is in, I'm going to be taking Brogdon out of my player pool. I'm going to be taking Warren out of my player pool. Most likely, I'm going to have just Miles Turner in my player pool if Oladipo is in. If he's out, I'm going to keep these guys in, and I'll be able to have 4 players from Indiana. It's just a really slow matchup because Indiana's not fast themselves, and they're going up against Charlotte, who is the slowest team in the league by a good 2 possessions per game. I'm not really interested in this game at all. If you're going to go to anybody, hold on. Charlotte side, Graham very little, Rozier very little, Monk very little. I'm just not interested in this game at all. Low implied total. And there's a lot better spots on the slate, so I'm not even going to waste you guys' time with this game. On to one of the most appealing games on the slate, and I have a bunch of players from this game. We'll start on the Toronto side. They are on a Milwaukee's on a back-to-back. Toronto, I am liking a lot of players here. The normal 3, Lowry, VanVleet, and Siakam are always going to be in my player pool. I might bump them up a little bit. It's probably going to be a very, very competitive game. It's a 1.5-point spread, so I could definitely see it being quite competitive. OG Anunoby and Serge Ibaka are also interesting plays for me. Serge Ibaka is going to be quite good. With still no Marcus All left at 6,500, which I think he's gone down. I don't know why. He's been playing very, very good. I want to get him in a good chunk of my lineups. But as for the Milwaukee side helped me yesterday, and it also hurt me. I had way too much Ersan Ilyasova, which was not helpful. But going ahead, Giannis, who was a complete disaster yesterday, fouled out before overtime, got the icicle, was not a good play for me. But I will gladly go back to him tonight. It's going to be a competitive game, and I can see him going off for a good amount. Of course, if he doesn't, I always will have a little bit of Middleton, and I'll have a little bit of Blood, so I might even make a rule when building my lineups that I want at least one Milwaukee Buck in every single lineup. Yesterday I had a minimum of 2 because I locked Robin Lopez, which was good, but only because they went to overtime. Brook Lopez should be back today, which is going to take away from his brother. Going to get to a little bit of Brook Lopez, nothing too crazy. Dante DiVincenzo, 4,300. I will get to him. He's going to be one of my value plays today, along with his counterpart, George Hill. Even if George Hill only gets 20 minutes, I will gladly go to him at min price. He's going to be one of my top value plays of the day. Should be a fun game to watch as well. Going into the next one, OKC at Chicago. It's a 7-point spread for OKC. And I'm getting the normal players from OKC, the big 5. Gallinari, Adams, Schroeder, Paul, and SGA. My favorite player from this one will have to be Steven Adams, though. There's not much for the center spot for Chicago that probably will be able to stop Steven Adams. I do really like him in today's game. Gallinari will also be a good core piece, 6.1K. He's going to get around 32 minutes, so I'm okay with that. If he can hit 40 fantasy points, that will be the ideal. He has a 31% chance to smash tonight. I do like Gallinari. Chris Paul, SGA, and Schroeder, I'm going to split apart. More of SGA and Paul, less Schroeder. Might bump him down a tiny bit, but depends on how much I get to him. I don't want to get to more than 10% Schroeder, but he will be in my player pool tonight. On the Chicago side, there's a lot less pieces to look at. Thad Young, 6.4K. His price is going up. He's right now in my player pool. There's a good chance that he will not be towards the end of the day if other value opens up and better options. 6.4K is not a good price for him. Kobe White, the UNC grad, go Carolina. 5.6K, his price has gone up. He did get, like 50 DK points the other day. 49.5. Had a really good game. He made 5 3-pointers. It's just hard to go back to him at 5.6K. I have him in my player pool for right now, but he's another one of those situations where it could go out. Same deal with Satoransky. These are all just, I guess, filler 5 to 10% plays. Against an OKC defense, I'm not really too big of a fan. And then Zach LaVine will be another 5-10% player. Nothing really from Chicago that I want to get in volume. On to the next game, and this one's actually quite interesting for me. I have a lot of players in my player pool for this game. We'll start with the Detroit side. I only have 3 players. I have Wood, Brown, and Rose. Bruce Brown and Rose are still in the 5Ks, so I'm definitely going to get to some of them because they're going to get a little bit more usage, and I do like going there. Christian Wood, he's going to have a little bit of a difficult matchup against Jokic, but I do want to get to him. He has a ceiling of about 52. It's something I might want to get to. 7.3K in a center spot. I might want to play more at a power forward position. But not much from Detroit. Denver, on the other hand, I have 8 players from Denver in my player pool. You normally don't predict a blowout, but when it's a 12.5 point spread, I'm going to predict a blowout. Which means I like Jokic because he's probably going to be helping that out. I like Murray because he's going to be part of the blowout. And I like Millsap and Barton. I want to get bits and pieces of everybody. And then do the blowout run. Jeremy Grant I like, Morris I like, Plumlee I like, and Porter Jr. I like as well. It's hard to fade this value when they're going to be getting a decent amount of minutes. It's nothing crazy. There's probably better value options, but those will probably be filler value spots here and there. Most of my value I will get from Denver, though. That's the only reason I'm like a big fan of that. We have 3 10 o'clock games tonight. Go ahead and jump into those. But first, if you guys are enjoying the video, make sure to like, subscribe if you're new. Let's jump into the Pelicans in LA. And I have the normal faces for the Pelicans in my player pool. Brandon Ingram, Zion Williams, Derek Favors, Lonzo Ball, Drew Holiday, all in my player pool. They're all going to be getting anywhere from 24 to 34 minutes. It's just a good spot. I might Favors is right now a value play at 4.9K. If other value opens up, there's a good chance I don't have him in my player pool. This is going to be a high-paced game. It may be a blowout, but it's going to be high-paced, and there's going to be a lot of points scored. So I'm liking Lonzo, I'm liking Zion. I think my favorite play from New Orleans is Brandon Ingram at 6.8K. It still doesn't make sense to me. He keeps going down, so I'm definitely going to get a bunch of Brandon Ingram today. I'm going to live and die with him, basically. Drew Holiday at 7.9 is another pretty nice price, but I think I'd rather go and get the $1,000 discount and go for Brandon Ingram. On the other side, the LA side, it's going to be a similar idea to Denver. I'm going to have the big guns in there. I'm going to have LeBron James. I'm going to have Anthony Davis. Going to get to a little bit of Kuzma. Dwight Howard. McGee should be in here too. Maybe not. I think I accidentally excluded him. Yeah, I did. I want to get to a little bit more McGee as well. all the value plays are Avery Bradley, Danny Green. I want to get to these guys because it's probably not going to be close, and you're going to see a little bit of blowout run from them. So I am liking Rondo. I am liking Howard. I am liking Danny Green. I am liking Bradley. Bradley is going to be a nice value piece today for me. He's going to get around 28 minutes. Definitely something I would be interested in. Move on to Boston and Portland, another game that I'm quite interested in. More from the Boston side, which I'll get to in a minute. CJ McCollum is up to 9K. It's hard to say no to this. It's really hard to say no to a 9K McCollum, who's getting a shit ton of usage. He's been on fire lately, and I think that he's going to be able to drop another good one against Boston. He dropped 76 fantasy points last game. Granted, it was against I forgot what team it was. Against Detroit, and it was not against a good Boston team. But still, McCollum's going to have to be aggressive in this game because he's going to get most of the usage. But I'm also going to be going to the value plays here with Trent and Ariza. They're both going to be high up in minutes. No reason why they can't be in smash spots tonight as well. Get a little bit of Carmelo, get a little bit of Hassan Whiteside. I would prefer Jokic over Whiteside, but just a piece that I want to get to a little bit. On the Boston side, Marcus Smart, Brown, Hayward, Tatum, and Theis. Still no Walker back, so I'm getting a lot more Tatum. I'm getting a lot more Brown, Smart. They are priced up a little bit, but I'm still getting to them. No reason for me not to. It's just going to be a bunch of Boston for me tonight and Portland, so that I can. Those are going to be good late night hammer ones, and it's going to be a high-paced game, high-scoring game, so I'm going to definitely be interested in that. Last game of the day, Sacramento at Golden State, is a meh game. I'll get a little bit of De'Aaron Fox from Sacramento, a little bit of Buddy Hield, a little bit of Harrison Barnes. Nothing too crazy. I'm just not really interested in this game. I'm not good. I think my highest exposed one will be Fox at 15%. So this game I'm going to rather stay away from. Bjelica, 5.7K. Get a little bit of Harry Giles, probably a no for me. Forgot to take him out. Other than that, there's really not much here. Andrew Wiggins going to get around 34 minutes. 7.8K, I think there's better values around him to get to. Damian Lee might be a good value play, getting around 33 minutes. But there's not a lot that I like here. So I'm probably going to stay away from this game as well. But that's going to do it for today's video. Leave your top projected player in the comment section below. And I'll be back tomorrow with another NBA slate video. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.